On any given day in the United States, more than 400,000 children are living in foster care. And each year, nearly 20,000 of them become adults too old for the system. That leaves them without the support of a guardian or government assistance. In Arizona, lawmakers have passed and sent to the governor a measure creating a pilot program to help teenagers in foster care find safe and permanent homes before they age out. Darcy Olson is the founder and CEO of the Center for the Rights of Abused Children. Darcy, you're not only an advocate for foster children, but actually you're a foster mother yourself. Children who age out of the system, what are they facing when they age out of the system?
Well, we all know that children should be growing up in families, and there are so many reasons for that. And kids who age out are a testament as to why our families are so important. Most of those kids will disproportionately become homeless, pregnant before they would like to be. They will be unemployed, and they will fill our prisons.
And of course, they're beginning their adult lives. That must have an impact on their lives further on.
Well, it's devastating for children, and this program that we have passed in Arizona should reduce the number of children aging out of the system by about 30%. So you're talking about 5,000 or 6,000 children a year, teenagers 16, 17, and 18, having families who otherwise wouldn't.
Explain this plan in Arizona. How does it work? How do you prevent these children from aging out?
Well, the Arizona plan is based on a model from Georgia that was studied and worked very well. And what we will be doing in Arizona is the system will red flag kids who look like they're at risk of aging out. And there are a lot of ways to determine that. But if you're 16 years old and you're in the system, there's only a 5% chance you're going to get a family. So we know for sure it'll be a lot of the older children who have lingered in the foster care system. Once they're identified, we will build a team around them: psychiatrists, attorneys, private investigators. The private investigators, for instance, will look for any relatives that might not have been identified when the child first came into the system. And you build this team around the child, and you are meeting monthly, you are talking weekly, and you are supercharging your efforts to find a home for this child. So it's critical that we implement programs like this and really incentivize the government to step up and make it happen for these kids.
And the ideal in foster care is that they are eventually adopted or are eventually reunited with family members.
100%. When you go into foster care for temporary safety, the goal is hopefully you can go home. They hope that it's a situation that can be remedied. If it is a situation that can't be, they're going to look for relatives, aunt, uncle, sister, wherever they can. If they can't take you, then they're going to look for a foster family. So I, as a foster mother, uh, fostered 10 little ones, and then four of them needed to stay forever because no family or kin came forward. And that's pretty much what happens nationwide. So this program will help them, it will help build a bridge to those families.
May I ask what happened to those foster children you were fostering, who you said had to stay forever?
Well, the ones who stayed forever, they're mine now. My car smells like feet and French fries, like any other mom's car. And the other six went on to find almost all to relatives, and one took a special placement with a special family.
You said that the model for the Arizona program was Georgia. Are there other states that have similar programs?
We're not aware of any states that have been as successful as Georgia in reducing the number aging out or increasing the number of children who get families. And so we thought this was the best model out there. Hopefully we can do even better than Georgia, learning and standing on their shoulders. And we believe that there is a home for every child, and that it is simply the government's job to build that bridge from these children in need to the loving and safe families who would love nothing more than to take them in and give them a great home and family.
Are there other states that are looking at programs like this, or are you pushing for programs like this in other states?
We're taking this all over the country. So we hope to see most state legislatures open in January. So we hope to see many of them and many of their governors introducing this program.
Darcy Olson of the Center for the Rights of Abused Children, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.